The technology that we faced was far superior than anything that we had, and you could put that anywhere. If you had one, you captured one, you reverse engineered it, you got it to work, you're talking something that can go into space, go someplace, drop down in a matter of seconds, do whatever it wants, and leave, and there's nothing we can do about it. Nothing. You know, I'm not like a UFO fanatic. It's not me. But I will tell you that what we saw with 4 sets of eyes over a 5-minute period, still, there's nothing, we have nothing close to it. It was amazing to see. I told my buddy I wanted to fly it, but yeah, it's just an incredible technology.
Now, is it true that you saw, in your words, a 40-foot flying Tic Tac shaped object?
That's correct. Or for some people that can't know what a Tic Tac is, it's a giant flying propane tank. It's been said it's probably the most credible UFO sighting in history based on all the sensors that were tracking it, and then for us to get visual and to go against the naysayers that it's something on the screen or whatever. I mean, there's 4 sets of human eyeballs. We're all very credible. Of the 6 of us that were involved in the thing, including the video, every one of us is going to do 20-plus years in the military in very responsible positions. So I'd say the world needs to know that. It's not a joke.
Whether you want to rip apart someone's testimony of this or that Tic Tac flying saucer exists. And speaking of the Tic Tac flying saucer, I matched it up exactly with the Battle of Los Angeles photograph, and the shape is identical. I don't think anyone in the history of any time has ever visually compared the Tic Tac flying saucer with the Battle of Los Angeles UFO, because they're identically the same shape. It might actually be the very same craft, separated by many years. It's possible. The Battle of Los Angeles took place in Los Angeles. It was 1 hour of shooting the highest caliber bullets at this illuminated UFO in the sky. People died of heart attacks because of the relentless barrage of bullets at this unknown object. Elderly individuals, they couldn't handle the sound of bullets going off. The military never gave an explanation for what this was. It simply disappeared after an hour, but there's no evidence it was ever hit once, not a single time. So they shot at it for an hour straight. It just chilled in the sky, hovering, not moving for an hour straight. Looked kind of like a blimp, looked kind of like a flying saucer. It was hard to see its exact dimensions because it was so bright. There were beams of light shot onto it so they could better shoot the thing down, which they were unsuccessful at doing. The thing simply vanished. There's no evidence it was ever shot down. But the location of Los Angeles is very close to the off the coast of San Diego with the Tic Tac UFO, which David Fravor said looked like a propane tank flying around with no wings. So perhaps up close, the Battle of Los Angeles UFO looked like a propane tank. You know, it's possible. But it seems to have something on top. It seems to have a little thing on top, like the top of a flying saucer. Whatever this shape is up close, the silhouettes match exactly, identically. They appear to be the same craft, the same thing. They appear to be the exact same craft. So I was kind of blown away by that. Skeptics have said, oh, they're using the same old stock footage for this fake release. Fake release of what? David Fravor saw this thing with his eyes. The pilot in the back of his jet also saw it with his eyes. They filmed it. This is an official UAP video. One of the few official UAP videos ever released. And it was only released because it was leaked, and then they had to admit it was real. But it seems to me there is a similar Air Force UAP video that predates the Tic Tac video. And that would be the Mexican Air Force video. Now, whether that was filmed prior or not, it leaked before the Tic Tac UFO video did leak. Does anyone remember this Mexican Air Force UFO video? This is authentic. This video is from the Mexican Air Force. I posted this video in one of my old videos talking about UFOs, and some company claimed ownership of it. And I struck back. I was like, hey, this is Mexican Air Force owned. You don't own this. The Mexican Air Force made this public domain. And they backed off. So you are free to share and search and get a better quality version, but this is pretty phenomenal footage. This Mexican Air Force UFO footage. It looks like a fleet of possibly what David Fravor saw off the coast of San Diego. A fleet of Tic Tacs, a fleet of the Battle of Los Angeles illuminating lights. They don't seem to have a super defined shape, but they're flying in a fleet. They're flying in a formation. The Mexican Air Force followed them, tried to catch up to them, and they disappeared. They simply vanished. But they're definitely not birds. They're definitely not balloons. They're genuine UAPs, UFOs. So I was always fascinated by this footage.